All right, here we are back at more fucking ICT Fest shit. Say it super fast. But yeah, here we are kicking it at ICT Fest 2023.
Very excited to have Sage Judd coming on the show right now.
Yeah, it's nice to be here, man.
I've been watching you for a while because I know your dad, right?
Yeah.
Like Hans used to play in Ophil with us way back in the day, and so I know your dad. So I've been watching you grow up. Honestly, I know that sounds super creepy.
From afar, like when you
Like, kinda
when you were like
creepy.
playing in
Real.
parks and stuff, like he was the guy that's taking pictures.
Well, no, Hans is a proud dad. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Hans is a proud dad, and he gonna tell me about everything that's going on. So I don't want to repeat what your dad says. Why don't you tell me what you got going on?
So I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm just kind of like a keyboard player that's down to do whatever with whoever. So for this show specifically, it's like a trio thing, and
The ICT Fest show.
we're talking
about the-
yeah.
we're talking about this show. This show.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not doing Jack today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do ICT Fest?
No, not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah. So the thing for the show is a trio with Dave Consiglio on drums,
Nice,
and Andrew Bowers on bass.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be some like space rock from nerds with a jazz side. You
So
know
is
what I mean?
that kind of your thing? Like, so you're kind of doing this Sage Judd and Friends is what you're doing, but like, what is your genre? What are you bringing? And it's nice to like do this jam shit with you because I love a keyboard. I ain't gonna lie, I always poke fun at he's a bassist, but all jokes aside, a fucking cool keyboardist with a lot of different instruments and different friends is really a fucking cool thing. I mean, that's kind of what on a high scale. What's Rudy Love is doing? Rudy Love is doing. So
I
really
you play with Rudy and Tulop.
Yeah, I really love that shit. So, like, give us a little bit of insight on like what your whole like makeup is. What was the whole thing?
Yeah, like I grew up on rock and stuff, so I kind of have like headbanger roots, and I was kind of like a prog kid that wanted to study music, and so I got really into jazz when I went to school, and so in a creative vacuum of sorts, I kind of just like to make stuff that kind of hits the spots of my various different influences and stuff. So a lot of times, like, it ends up being very jazz and meets rock kind of stuff in space, just because that's, you know what I mean?
Well, that's a cool space to be in a little bit, too.
Yeah, I really
that
enjoy
fusion
that.
genre is a pretty cool place to be.
Yeah, real cool. It especially in this town, allows for a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, well, there's so many great players that just have such great ears. You know what I mean? It's like you could just call up Josue and he'll rip it the first time he hears it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
You're playing with all those great players right now, man. It's a really cool place you're in. Yeah.
And to go on and hit the school, Friends University, right?
Yeah. I was there from 2014 to 2018.
So that was part of this. So I was talked to all these people and their Friends University alumni, like Andre Reyes. Wasn't he your mentor?
Yeah, he was like the really cool upperclassman that like took me under the wing. He was like the piano
isn't it nice
guru of the time.
Isn't it nice when somebody that's like been there and done that isn't like an ass and they help you?
Yeah,
like that to me, I always think is like one of the most beautiful things in any like whatever medium it is. When somebody that's above you in a medium isn't holding you down but bringing you up, that is a beautiful thing.
Well, and the difference between him and like the professor thing is it was kind of like a cool older brother figure versus like the cool uncle figure. You know what I mean? There's more of
more relatability.
Yeah. It's like it was kind of the like you could see where you could be in a couple years instead of in like 15 years.
Somebody in your camp.
Yeah, it was somebody that's still in your fucking age group.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of, I mean, it's still seeing shit a little bit of the way that you're seeing it instead of like having to, and the same thing with us. We get people that are way younger than us. You're trying to guess about what a 17-year-old kid's thinking. You don't fucking know anymore. Like only 17 through 25-year-olds know what 17 through 25-year-olds are going through. I can tell you what I was going through when I was 17 through 25.
But that's a different story.
It's a whole different fucking story. It's a whole different story. In the older community and anybody trying to help younger people need to realize that. Like you can relate, but you can't. So you just try to help. And what we all are here trying to do as the older group is just trying to promote and build you up.
So and that's what they went to Cuba. On the whole group of them went to the Cuba. They won the thing up in Lawrence.
Yeah. Tell us about it. Tell us about what happened.
The Cuba thing was like right before I got there, so I didn't get to go to Cuba. But Andre got to go to Cuba.
And like Wade, was he part of that?
Yeah. So like the
Jerome Foster,
Jerome was in that. That was, man, the big band back in that day was just so stacked with just great musicians. And that the program was run by Lisa Hiddle for like the longest. Yeah,
she's been
great.
preaching jazz in this town for a good long time.
I've heard a lot of good. I've never met her, but I've heard a lot of. I've heard her name.
Yeah,
awesome person.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Well, and she's, in my opinion, like the best recruiter of in jazz education in Kansas, like bar none. You know, the amount of people that went through her program that are just ice cold.
She's
players.
the one you hear
shout
about.
Out to her. Shout
when
out
you
to
talk
her.
about jazz
for
Wichita.
sure, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, like, as you become more adept to jazz and rock and roll, so are you producing your own original content now? So what?
Yeah.
So where can we find your shit, and like what is like your whole like original music like?
Yeah. So I have a bunch of stuff on Instagram, and so if you just search Sage Judd, I'll come up. Because my actual handle is just like a slightly goofy extra consonants misspelling of my
Well, what
name.
is it? Put it out there. We'll put it on there.
Yeah, and so I do record and produce my own original music. I haven't put anything up on streaming platforms, but I'm working on a 10-song record that'll probably be done in October, and
nice.
so in like 2 months I'll kind of get into the like, okay, how do we roll this out?
Well, when you're getting close to producing and releasing that, if you want to hit up us and come do a full promotion show,
that would be awesome.
So
thank you.
Are you recording that with Midtopia? Is Midtopia
No,
like
it's like DIY. There's some people
a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and because I just have worked.
It was just a nice breeze came through.
Yeah, refreshing.
A real refreshing breeze just came through the podcast.
And it's all self-produced, and it's just kind of it just has a bunch of my friends, some local, some that I've just met.
So like, here's a track I'm doing it here, this track I'm doing here, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, most of it is done either remote or at my place. And so there's like Jason Whitmore is going to be on it, Josue is on it, Zach Rich is on it. You know, so there's like some kind of local kind of jazz or fusion legends. But also I've just made some internet friends. Like I have several friends from India that are going to be on it. There's this guy named Hedris Ramos that's like a prog rock guitar player. Well,
that's what's nice when you keyboardists make an album. Like we get a really eclectic group of collaborating musicians.
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be 22 people on it.
That's awesome.
Something like that.
Dude,
that's way cool.
That's fucking badass. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, it's wild.
So keep a lookout on for that, and keep a lookout for a full show promoting that.
Well, let's talk about the show. Let's talk about this show right here.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about
September
the
23rd.
show.
So this is Blonde with the Wind Productions is hooked up with Rob Thomas at Temple, and she's
Blonde with the Wind.
And I don't know if you guys don't know Ghost Rock, but Ghost Rock is fucking badass. They added horns and shit to their band. A member of their band I've done pest control with forever. I just learned about their band like via my small
connection.
just via my small around, man. Via my small business. I just knew a guy that's been in this forever. He's like, you ever heard of Ghost Rock? I'm like,
Ghost Rock been around.
He's like, I'm in that band. I'm like, oh, fucking for real?
Oh yeah, they're solid. So I mean, tickets are on sale now, $10. It's on Ticketmaster.
$10, guys. Like,
I just bought my ticket for $10.
Yeah, I just keep telling people like Wichita's behind the scene on that.
Right.
Like
for sure.
Every bar with live music, like the cover is really a standard thing. If you go travel anywhere in this country, a $10 cover is so super standard. I can't even.
Well, I can't even imagine. Okay, I'll take it a step further than that. I don't even care what fucking state. I don't care if you're from Po Diddley, small town ass Larnard in Kansas. If you're mad about if you're mad about paying $10 to go to a show where people are playing, you're an asshat.
Stay on.
It's one drink,
and then it goes to the bands. I mean, the door goes to bands.
Especially when you got if it's a bunch of artists paying cover music, maybe we can talk. But if it's a bunch of legitimate artists that a promoter has put together, and I don't care what show we're at. I don't care if we're in somebody's fucking backyard. You should not be scared to pay $5 to $10, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean, you spend more on a double fucking cranberry and vodka at the bar, and you're mad about paying $10 to get into a show. Give me a break.
Well, this is going to be some crazy music. It's going to be
Yeah,
Good time.
This
This would be a good
lineup
show.
looks great.
And,
This lineup looks
and
great.
this is in what, next week?
23rd, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Tell me
so we'll
about Supergroup Worldwide. Who is this?
I have no idea who that is yet. Tell us about who that is.
They're just one of them. Andy Boyd owns part of Central
Okay.
Standard, and they just put together. It's
CSB
kind of
guys.
what we call, I guess.
Are they reggae?
No, it's
I know
just
Central
a
Standard Grind
collaboration.
does
It's
a lot of
almost like
reggae music.
ghost
Are they
rock.
Christian death metal?
It's like ghost rock. They just
Fusion soup.
yeah.
Fusion
Exactly.
soup. I like it.
It
I
is.
like
I mean,
that. I like
yeah.
that a lot.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Fusion, man, like it does run the gamut. Like there's.
All right, well, I got a ticket. I'll be there in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
All right,
so,
bet. All right,
I'm excited.
I mean, at least half of the Aaron and Austin show gonna be there. You want to come with me?
I'm with you.
All right, I'll buy your ticket too. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, he gave me this one for free. All jokes aside, he did give me this one for
But
free.
Blown with
we
the
can buy one.
Blown with the Wind Productions. She's always promoting, trying to get people together. do
All right,
some shows.
here is it one more time at Temple Live. 2 weeks. Aaron and Austin show will be there, and let's.
Roll.
And when you get closer to releasing that album, let's do the full show.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Yeah, man.
just get with me. Well, when you're ready, get with
Word,
me.
yeah.
I'll get you on, but like maybe be a month in advance at least, so
Yeah,
I can get you
yeah.
on. Because we're booked out usually, and just for everybody else who's trying to get on the show, you got shit. I'm booked out for 2 months sometimes, so get with me.
It's been really crazy. Like
plan.
when we start a podcast, everybody wants to be on it.
Well, and I will tell you, if we can make it work, if you got something coming up, I will. We can try to fit you in and do extra content.
Word.
We fucking love that, but it's not always that easy. So
yeah,
it just
logistics exist.
yeah.
I feel
So
you.
what I tell is every artist and anybody that's trying to be on our show all the time, we film on Tuesdays every week. So if you can make Tuesdays work, great. And
That'd be great.
and I'll fit you in. I usually book out anywhere from 6 to 8 Tuesdays ahead of time. But get with me because we love to help promote, and we will like if say you got something coming up and the dates don't work, we can try to find you an extra day and get you in there because we love extra content, man. We love that shit. So
Yeah, thanks, man.
And for everyone looking, like, have something to promote a little bit. Like
that makes it easier.
I,
at least.
I like it. I like it when this show releases before your thing releases.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean? Like it
and
builds the promo.
and
up
I
a little
and
bit.
not to shake our own.
You're able to grab reels off that,
and not to
make
shake
it
our own
show.
horn a little bit. We're pretty good at promoting, so we're good at. It's nice to release a clip, release the show, release this, and then release
Couple reels here and there,
and then
some
right
TikToks.
right into your
Thanks.
shit coming out. I mean, we're here, we're working for you. Let us work hard for you. So
Time it right.
But
Thanks for
one more
coming
thing,
on.
shout out to Local Flavor because he's been hooking up with
Yeah.
Oshway.
I love.
And
Local
shout out to
Flavor,
Local
man.
Flavor. I just tried them for the first time today. What did I have? Just
Chicken
the
wing.
rib tips.
rib tips
Sriracha
and then with the
honey.
white barbecue sauce.
Yes.
And thighs are fucking.
So I tried that for the first time
Thighs are
today.
off the hook, man.
So,
it's
yeah.
so good.
So I got to get in there.
We just went there with Justin the other day, man. I had a thigh. I ordered my mac and cheese like I like, and then I got a thigh on the side just to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And man, me and my boy were in there, and I was like, "You gotta try this thigh." And he tries it. He's like, "Oh,
Well, fucking sign me up. for
let's
that.
go!" Yeah.
So,
So,
what's the name of that spot one more time?
local
Local
flavor.
Flavor.
Local Flavor. All right,
Yeah.
where are
It's
they?
off
at?
of like Oliver and Central.
Yeah.
Right around there.
Central and Oliver?
But they do jam sessions there. I mean,
Edgemore
Yeah,
and
Edgemore.
Central.
Central and Edgemore?
That's
Yeah,
more like.
All right,
it,
Central and Edgemore, Local Flavor. So
Yeah, really
shout out,
good,
shout
really
out to
good.
them. I tried some of their food for the first time today. It was really good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's bust. Let's take a break. Let's go check out
Word.
some music.
sounds good.
Love you guys. Thank you
love
for
you guys.
coming
Thanks
on.
for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for having us, man.